Davey Textile has been offering their safety solution services since 1986. Personal protective equipment, PPE, is a big part of the industrial safety. When their customers need workwear to be highly visible, flame-resistant, compliant to standards, and industrially washable, they trust the best in the business at Davey Textile Solutions. Davey Textile want all of their customers to not just be seen, but be safe. With a manufacturing facility in Edmonton, Alberta, and a distribution warehouse in Houston, Texas, the company is currently focused in the Americas. However, they have customers all over the world. For the purposes of the work with ShookIOT, we focus on the company's manufacturing facility in Edmonton. At this facility, they have several looms which they wanted to connect to the ShookIOT Downtime tracking system. The company makes highly reflective, flame-resistant fabrics used on safety clothing such as safety vests that are used in various industries. Davey holds a 6 Sigma certification with 1 black belt and 7 green belts. The company is focused on using Microsoft Azure cloud-based solutions. Davey currently focuses on 4 key industries: oil and gas, forestry, first responders, and roadside safety. Ultimately, Davey wanted a solution that would allow them to remove waste, improve performance, and reduce variation. When Davey came to ShookIOT, many of their processes and systems were manual and slow. Davey wanted to evaluate the cost, performance, and the usability of a cloud-based historian. With Davey's process, there are a few key terms that you might want to understand. The first is the loom. Looms have been around since the 1700s, and in all this time, the same basic principles remain. While Davey's looms don't use a shuttle for weaving, they still have the key types of threads. You have the warp threads, which are the long threads that are held under tension that makes up the bulk of the fabric. If you look at a pair of jeans or any clothing, you can see those long strands that were once individual threads. Next, we have the weft threads. When you talk about weaving a fabric, that's what the weft does. It weaves another thread over and under the warp threads to hold everything together. Lastly, we have the catch cord, which is involved in a process called selvage, where you finish the edges of a piece of fabric to keep it from unraveling. At Davey, there are times where each of these threads can break, resulting in a warp break, a weft break, or a catch cord break. When this happens, the loom automatically turns off, and the operator responsible for running the loom has to replace and restring those threads. Prior to working with ShookIOT, as materials were produced, production numbers were manually entered and recorded via pen and paper. The data was then transcribed from the manual entry systems into an Excel spreadsheet. This spreadsheet can be cumbersome and can take several minutes to load due to the immense size of it. The Excel spreadsheet is then used to produce 2 reports that were used by the company's engineers, operators, and executive teams to understand their operations and find ways to improve efficiencies. This process posed a number of challenges for Davey. They needed a cloud-based historian solution that would accelerate data access, availability, and provide better, faster, more agile decision-making for the team. When Davey Textile Solutions came to ShookIOT, they had a number of different challenges that needed to be solved. These were data collection and data entry is manual with pen and paper. Data is not easy to access. There was a limited amount of data available, and some data was stored for a limited period of time. Stranded data that could be useful was difficult to get at. A bottleneck in their manpower. Only a limited number of users and applications could access the data, and there was an inability to track operations and production automatically. In order to solve these challenges, the company needed to be able to accurately detect and record downtime events, to make downtime event data easily accessible for analysis, to be able to easily share data to encourage collaboration and faster decision making, and their decisions should be based upon data and not gut feel and experience. Using the ShookIOT downtime tracking solution, Davey was able to convert their challenges into advantages. The company was able to move from manual, inaccurate data collection to automated, secure, and accurate data collection. Data that was once limited in availability and access becomes accessible and can be easily analyzed. It is now possible for the Davey's team to collaborate based on this idea. Specific targets that are measurable can now be set. These targets ensure production capacity is maximized and equipment is always being utilized. Decision-making that was once based on gut feel and past experiences rather than information at hand becomes fast and accurate. Bottlenecks due to the capacity are eliminated, allowing for greater efficiency. ShookIOT Downtime Tracker for manufacturing is built upon ShookIOT Fusion Cloud Historian. It was going to solve Davey's challenges right out of the box. Downtime Tracker can change operational processes and effectiveness. With downtime tracking, companies can learn how to stop guessing and start tracking, how productivity depends on your equipment performance, how understanding the causes and impact of equipment downtime is crucial for understanding the business better, and how to begin to understand the true cost of downtime. So, how does the ShookIOT Downtime Tracker work? Well, all that we need is data from each piece of equipment that is connected to the cloud. If the equipment is not currently connected to the cloud, that's no problem. We can easily connect it for you. Once the data is collected, the piece of equipment is tracked for downtime and its performance is analyzed to ensure efficiency. Because all of the data is in the cloud, it is easily accessible and allows for real-time production status. Easy-to-read dashboards are developed, and we recognize that every company is different, with different set of needs and different operations procedures. This means that the ShookIOT downtime tracking allows for customizable reports that best suits the needs of each business. The program is designed to be used by everyone in the business. When a piece of equipment goes down, the operator is able to input reason codes into the system for more informed analysis later on. When equipment goes down, an alert is automatically displayed on the screens. There are two aspects to the downtime tracker that assist in the tracking: the automated downtime codes and the manual sources of downtime. The Davey-specific reasons are displayed on the screen. These downtime codes and reason codes are specific to the company. By using the ShookIOT Downtime Tracker, Davey was able to achieve automated secure data collection and storage. The Davey team can now accurately detect and record all downtime events easily and in a consistent format that will make sense not just today, but in the days, months, and years to come. Easy data accessibility, access, analysis, visibility, and collaboration. They can set specific targets in order to maximize production capacity and equipment utilization. Decision-making has become faster and more accurate. Important operational decisions are now based on data, information, and analytics rather than gut feel and past experience. Bottlenecks due to the capacity and manpower are instantly solved by making several processes automatic. Since the ShookIOT Downtime Tracker and Fusion Cloud Historian data collection and storage is automated, users are able to transmit downtime data directly and securely into the Microsoft Azure IoT Hub. Calculations of total product produced have never been so accurate. Here is an example of the downtime tracker in action. In sticking with the theme of this video, we are going to use looms as the equipment piece. The equipment status screen is easy to read overview of all the looms in the manufacturing facility. On this screen, you can see 20 pieces of equipment. Most of these are highlighted in green, meaning they are running properly. Looms highlighted in yellow are currently sitting idle for various reasons. Most are undergoing scheduled maintenance. However, looms 3 and 4 are either experiencing system idle or the operator initiated a stop. Both of these reasons will be coded once the operator repairs the looms, so the data can be further analyzed at a later date. Loom number 2 is currently experiencing a weft break. This is requiring attention in order to start operating again. Once it is fixed, the operator will be able to code into the system why the weft broke and how it was fixed. Based on the data gathering, ShookIOT Fusion Downtime Tracker is able to produce customizable, easy to access, and easy to read production reports which give the user a better understanding of how their equipment is doing. They can also easily compare production targets against what is actually happening and allow the users to take action. Manual operator logbooks require manual data entry into another system such as Excel in order to be analyzed. Electronic logbook of downtime events are significantly easier to work with and can be exported to a variety of analysis applications. Data entry errors are eliminated with automated downtime event collection. The status displays will empower operators to take action, and the reports will provide downtime data analysis that can directly lead to process and equipment improvement. By using the ShookIOT Downtime Tracker, Davey will be able to make faster, better decisions with information based on data. The company will also be able to provide business intelligence solutions, information and insights that facilitate proactive decision making, create a competitive advantage, and drive organizational excellence. When Davey came to us, they were struggling with manual data collection, inaccurate detection, and recording of downtime events. They weren't able to access their data, and important business decisions were being made based on gut feel and experience rather than data. By inputting ShookIOT Downtime Tracker, we were able to get the right information at the right time to the right people, thereby unleashing innovation and value. Davey now has real-time access to their data. They have easy-to-read dashboards that will tell them when a loom is down or sitting idle. They are able to rectify the problem quickly and accurately input the reasoning so that the company can further analyze trends in the manufacturing facility. This ensures they are able to maximize on capacity and work as efficiently as possible. Davey is very happy with the outcome of this project, to say the least. They are confident that they will be using the solution for years to come.
Hi, I'm Dan King, Vice President of Product Development and R&D at Davey Textile Solutions. We are seeing a lot of excitement that is derived with our staff on this initiative. ShookIOT is helping us create a leading-edge company that is competitive on a world scale. We will be able to determine right size with our inventory to match our customers' needs and machines required to get there much more easily in the very near future with the help of ShookIOT. We expect to see a baseline for loom productivity with a reduction of downtime to be over 5% very soon, and plan to add all of our equipment into the ShookIOT downtime tracking solution shortly.
Contact ShookIOT for more details on how to get more value out of your existing assets and start monitoring your assets more effectively today. To learn more about ShookIOT and downtime tracking, please head to our website at www.shookiot.com.